All right, welcome everybody to the stream tonight. I know this is kind of another unplanned one. I promise that eventually I will get a schedule down that will make a little bit more sense. We'll have it at the bottom of each of the streams. That way people can actually know when to attend. Um, like I mentioned before, it's really dependent upon how the puppy's doing. She's doing great. She's a little loved, she's a little fluffy, she's a little pointy, but depending upon her mood, depending upon how much exercise she needs on a given day, kind of limits whether or not I can do any streaming. So that's why we're kind of doing it spur of the moment here, but have a good time, have some fun, anyways. So if you're just joining us for the first time, I'd like to invite you to step into the Aether, kick back and relax, and we're gonna let chaos reign. Play some more Hades today. See if I can get any better at it. Even if I'm not the best at it, I really enjoy this game. I swear the art style is amazing, the music is amazing, and I'm not somebody who's really that big into replaying games that often. Like my wife is really big into replaying games. She's got a couple of games that she'll just play over and over and over, which is great. And I'm actually rather jealous of the fact that she has that passion for it. For me, once I've played through a story once or twice, I don't always get the urge to go back and revisit it. Whereas this game kind of forces me to be okay with the repetitiveness. And now I know I haven't finished it by any means. That's part of the draw because you want to keep going to actually figure out what the end of the story is like. But usually, if it was all that repetition of dying and restart, and you have to do a fresh start every time, that used to be really frustrating for me. However, this game has really made me rethink exactly what I like in video. I love it when a game does that. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's come to this conclusion because it's so popular. But I just have to say thank you to the creators out there for how much amazing work you put into this game and how enjoyable it actually is. You've got my vote for Game of the Year if that's worth anything. But let's get into it here without further ado. Alrighty. Second to remember how we left off. Let's see if there's any new upgrades we can do. Do a little bit of self-reflection here. Figure out what exactly I want to do to better myself. So the next Death Defiance is 1,000 darkness. And I do love the Death Defiance. Oh, maybe we should just focus on grinding towards that this and going for all the darkness rooms that we can go for. Because I figure, you know, besides the repetition and the practice and everything and actually genuinely getting better at the game, the more that I can boost myself up, it's just going to make it better in the long run anyways, right? We're only 2 keys away from the next 2 talents as well. So that'll be interesting. Let's stop back out into main hall. Make sure there's nothing we missed. Oh yes, our secret admirer over here doing the dusting, I have to say.
Do sir. Turns out that I may be stopping back from time to time like this. But please don't bother picking up my room. I won't be staying long.
Yeah, I don't expect a lot. I'm not trying to be overbearing or say that I'm above other people.
Oh, sure. But I'll just keep an eye on things in there from time to time, in case you change your mind. So, goodbye.
I'm not so sure that this is something that she thinks I want her to do. Maybe something that she's doing of her own volition. But to each their own. As long as she doesn't steal my stuff,
goodbye.
Spears is happy about something. Meg is in the restaurant. Everybody sees this, right? Because every time I've run into her before, she's tried to kill me. Now she's casually standing in the restaurant. I talk to, or is it best to just leave her be? Ah, heck, I'll probably die anyways, but hey.
Well, how was it up there, Zagreus? Within Elysium? You'll have to tell us all about it every time the greatest strike you down.
For some reason, I think that that's more of a condescending tone rather than actual curiosity. I don't know, there's just an air that I get about it.
You've never been there, have you? It's lush, is that a word? Feels closer to the surface, closer to the sky.
She's just jelly.
Poetic. You could have visited as part of your responsibilities. Instead, you trespass, incurring wrath of fallen champions in service of your father.
Yeah.
Like I said, getting a condescending tone feeling here. Ooh, what can I trade with you?
What's for sale?
Do I have an... Ooh, I might have enough.
Too good
Sweet.
to pass up.
Let's get 2 of the chthonic keys. I believe I'm pronouncing that. Which means I have enough to unlock some more talents. Let's go do a little reflecting, shall we? Mirror, mirror on the wall. Make me the fairest of them all.
How else can I improve?
Privilege status. This. Deal bonus damage versus foes afflicted by at least 2 status cursive. Alright, okay. Olympian favor. Raise your chance for a boon to be rare by 1% per rank. Well, I mean, I guess they couldn't make it too overpowered because that would just be unfair. I'll leave those for now. I think I really want to focus on trying to grind up to this 3rd Death Defiance because why not? You know, I'm not looking to speed run this. I don't think I could if I tried, or if I tried, it would take a very long time. So I'm just kind of doing it to enjoy the story, enjoy the playthrough.
Orpheus, forgive my
The
blood.
longer I can last, because of Death Defiances, I feel like the better chance I have of actually finishing the game. Yeah, what's Orpheus's problem? Every time we ask for a song, they completely snub us.
My muse, my friend. It isn't harder to explain than that. Have you not had such moments in your life where you had lost the will to chase your passions?
I mean, I can't really argue with that, but I mean, that's kind of a bleak outlook you got there. Maybe we'll have to see if we can find a muse for Orpheus. We ran into one, at least once or twice, trying to escape. Maybe we should tell her, hey, come back here for a bit and get our musician playing a little bit better because it's kind of boring without it.
I suppose I have, yeah. But recently I found my drive again. And that's why I have to get out of here.
And I am truly happy for you, friend. Alas, I've had no luck in my own search. Not that I'm searching any longer, so I'll just be over here, okay?
Wow, just a ray of sunshine. I feel like if I stay any longer here, I'm just going to continue to get sad. So instead, let's go do something that makes us all happy, and we're going to pet the doggy.
You know that, don't you?
We're petting the puppy. Not as good as the real puppy, which is currently sleeping in the kitchen. But, you know, who is going to turn down petting Cerberus if it's not going to kill you? Right? I feel like that's on any dog lover's bucket list. Pet the 3-headed dog that guards the underworld. Also, anybody feel free to let me know how the audio is on the stream. Is it pretty good? Can you hear the game okay? Turn the game a little bit up. Turn the game up a little bit. I know that there's not a lot going on in the game at the moment, and sorry, every time I click away from the game, it minimizes it. We'll probably see how it actually goes. I don't want the sound to be overpowering, of course, but you know, part of the reason why you guys watch, I'm sure, is to actually hear a little bit of the game. So we're gonna start off continuing to grind up the Myrmidon Bracer. Myrmidon Bracer. Takes less damage from the front, but take more from the back. For me. Skelly, how you doing?
Hey, Skelly, you look like you know your way around Tartarus. Found some of this ancient Titan blood out there, and I was looking to score some more.
Ah, you come to the right place regarding that there, pal. It's your mean weapons back there that can find this stuff. Once you get all the way through Tartarus with one, that's all the blood you're gonna get. For the time being, anyhow.
No?
How am I supposed to keep track of which weapons I've earned these with then?
I don't know. There's always the invention of writing stuff down. You'll figure something out.
All right, Skelly, I get it. Still really interested to see about this cannon. Literally reminds me of Falco. I wonder. Oh, I don't have any keys, but I have enough to get 6 of them if I go and do some trades. You know what? Maybe I'll go to the cafe really quick and then I'll get some more of the keys. And then after I get enough of the keys, we'll unlock the cannon. And see what happens. Which is kind of funny because, ironically enough, in the D&D campaign that I'm a part of, my DM basically just gave me my character a cannon, which he thought he was going to nerf by making some loading criteria and everything and limited ammo. However, he neglected to read the new book that's out for the official rules for artificers in D&D 5e, which allowed me to infuse the cannon he gave me with magic so that it automatically loads itself if it's empty. And not only that, but it's not affected by loading mechanics either. So I'm waiting to hear back from him to see what changes are going to be made, because I can only imagine, in order to be fair, there's something that's going to have to be done. Oh, Morgan, I was wondering, I saw the name and I had no idea. I had absolutely no idea what the actual username was. But thank you for joining us tonight. I don't know if you've heard of Hades, but I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions or comments about the stream, let me know. I've been struggling with audio for quite a while, so if there's anything that needs to be adjusted, don't hesitate to yell at me, or maybe type it at me. I don't know that yelling at me is going to do a lot of good. But let's grab as many of these keys as we can get, so that way we can get close to that cannon. Yep, got 6. And let's go do some grinding to see if we can pick up some more. So either way, I think the majority of the focus for tonight's stream is going to be just resource collection. I'll be happy to get as far as I can get realistically, but I'm not holding my breath at the same time. Deuce, what you got for me?
I just know you'll reach the surface here eventually, Zagreus, and I look forward to our meeting when you do.
Aw, so optimistic. Very supportive. Appreciate it. So we can do Thunder Flourish. Your special causes a lightning bolt to strike nearby foes. Electric Shot. Your cast is a burst of chain lightning. Bounces between foes. That's really tempting. It's the cast. Maybe. Or your dash causes a lightning bolt to strike nearby foes. Ooh. That's tough. That's really tough. Because I love the chain effect, because it makes it, honestly, a little bit easier when you have more foes. But I do tend to use dash a lot. Dash. We're gonna do dash. Plus, the dash one's a little bit more rare, anyways, and might as well start with something a little bit more rare. All right. Oh, it's so beautiful. Every time I see one of these, I just can't resist. It's so much a part of this channel. But we need to let Chaos reign. So we're going to descend. It's going to hurt. But we need to go talk to Chaos. My favorite being in this entire game. Chaos himself. Or themselves. Not sure about the pronouns. Oh, I got to move my video. I forgot. Don't mind the sheep. There we go. That way you can actually see Chaos's face. Otherwise, it looks like I'm the face of Chaos. You know what? I'm kind of okay with that. But I do really want to show off the art in this game. So for now, we're going to keep my face on the other side of the screen. You bear the blessing of the great Lord Zeus, who believes he holds dominion over both heaven and earth. I think perhaps he's forgotten about me. Well, yeah, you're the primordial originator. Why would he even worry about you? You're on a whole different playing field, Chaos. Pauper's Strike. For the next 4 encounters, not earn the monies. Afterwards, your attack deals more damage, 39% more damage. Okay. Enshrouded Lunge. For the next 5 chambers, chamber reward previews are hidden. Ooh, that'd be a good amount of chaos. Afterwards, your dash strike deals plus 41% damage. Okay, tempting, tempting. Added affluence. For the next 4 encounters, each time you cast, you take 4 damage. Afterwards, any money you find is worth more. I'm kind of leaning towards just having the chamber rewards, the previews hidden, because 1, it'll boost up the dash strike, which is really, really good. I really love the dash strike. But then 2, both of these, I mean, I guess this ends up boosting your attack, but the money is helpful, but it's not the resources I'm looking to really be after at this point. So as far as chaos is concerned, let's do the Enshrouded Lunge.
The whims of Master Chaos.
Which means beautiful, beautiful chaos as it rains. We no longer can see what exactly we're headed towards. So, Morgan, since you decided to join us tonight, I'm going to make you pick. This is number 1. This is number 2. And this is number 3. I need you to pick which hole we're jumping into. We have no idea what boons it's going to give us. That's okay. That's the way we want it. And I will wait patiently. Don't worry. I need to get Jeopardy music on my stream deck. 2. Okay. 2 it is. I'll find out what exactly that means. So back to Tartarus. These little grumpy gills. Doo-doo-doo. Hey, I should die. There we go. I mean, did they really die? Because we're in the underworld, so they're kind of dead already. I don't know. Semantics. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Jerk. Jerk. Come back here. Ow. Why do I always end up on the spikes? One of these days I will be better at knowing exactly where I'm dashing to. It was money! Money, 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 money. Money. Okay. Dose.
Let me see.
So this time I know we do have another viewer, and that is Mrs. Aetherplasm, who's hanging out with the puppy in the kitchen. So, Mrs. Aetherplasm, did we do number 1 or number 2? Number 1, all right. No, that's totally fine.
You can't stop me.
Don't stop me now. Don't stop me 'cause I'm having a good time. Don't want to stop it all. All right. And it was darkness. We need darkness. Good pick, Mrs. Aetherplasm.
Makes his power.
Solid. I mean, you did pick me too, so you're obviously good at making decisions. Huh. You guys can't hear the flavorful commentary that Mrs. Aetherplasm is giving from the kitchen, but I can. Ow. Again, keep accidentally going on those spikes. I think it's more of a function of the fact that I'm using keyboard and mouse. I'm just not quite as accurate with the dashes. I'm still debating on just, throwing an Xbox controller on here and using that instead. Ooh, key. That key's blinking at me. I never noticed that before. It's an I key? Is that where IKEA came from? Might be onto something here. Can't say it too loudly, otherwise they might realize we found out. All right. Now we have door number 1 and door number 2. This time, let's have Morgan pick again. Switch back and forth. Clicked away. There we go. One of these days, I'll actually figure out how to get that to not make my game disappear. There. Didn't fix it, but at least I got away from what I was clicking on before. Door number 1. It's like the Monty Hall problem. Door number 2. Number 1. All right, number 1. Like from Lazy Town. Dun 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 dun. We are number 1. Ow. Dun 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 dun. We are number 1. Here's a little lesson in trickery. This is going down in history. You want to? I don't know all the lyrics. Good song though. Got to catch a superhero on the run. If you want to be a supervillain number 1, I think it is. You have to catch a superhero on the run. Ooh, more darkness. Awesome. This is what we get for letting chaos reign. It's actually getting us exactly what we wanted. Make sure that there's no pots of gold around here. Nope. Time bomb over there. Fair enough. And it looks like we only have one option this time. So we still don't know what it is. So it's still, you know, a flavor of chaos, but at the same time, stuck with it. So that's kind of life, you know? You're stuck with the chaos you're given.
My chaos boon evolved a new effect.
My chaos boon evolved a new effect. Does that mean that from now on we'll actually know which doors to go through? Because now Dash Strike is going to do more. Oop, Dash Strike is doing more. I mean, it's just against the little skelly heads here, basically, but they're going down faster, that's for sure. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Nice. Ooh, weapon upgrades. Daedalus's hammer. Greatest craftsman of the time, even left his mark upon the underworld. Flaring spin. Your spin attack makes you sturdy and pulse 40 damage. I cannot remember the last time I used a spin attack, so not that one. Hold attack to strike rapidly, but you cannot spin attack. Okay, again, I don't really use spin attack, so that's kind of, you know, interesting. Attack faster, and I can hold it to attack. Your dash strike hits 3 times, but you have 25% less range. That's tempting. But I need to be able to dash far to get away from things. I know that Meg or her sisters have some area effect stuff. I feel like for now, I'm going to go with the flurry jab.
Just right.
Ooh. See what this is. Let's see. We could restore some health for some moolah. Maybe. You deal 50% more damage striking foes from behind. I haven't been using my special very much. My special would behind more often. The next boon you find is upgraded rarity. Well, I'm at least getting some health up. We took quite a bit between chaos and a couple of bad decisions on my part. But I think I'm going to leave the rest of these there. There's a special. Kind of like a Spearorang. Not as cool as a Broomerang. In the D&D campaign that I'm in, actually the last story arc, there was a spear/broom that when you threw it, it would act as a spear, like a ranged weapon. But then you could call it back to you. Therefore, we had named it the Broomerang. So, I miss the Broomerang. That's some good times. The arc before that, we actually put a magic broom as a peg leg replacement for someone's foot that got blown off. Good times. Okay. Poseidon or shopping? We have a little bit of money. We did just spend some. We don't really have many boons from the gods. So I'm thinking let's leave it up to the viewers. I don't have a way to make a... Well, I mean, I'm sure I do have a way to make a poll, but I'm not going to make a poll. Just put 1 for Poseidon or 2 for shopping at Charon's place. And we'll see of the people who are here. I think there should be a couple. We'll just see what the general consensus is. We'll leave it up to democracy. Emperor Palpatine would be... Meantime, can I mess with any of this stuff? Ooh, put some candles out. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure this place doesn't burn down. I'm gonna go put out these candles. Smokey the Bear would be so proud of me, even though we're not in a forest. But nope. Hey, this is beautiful. Those blue candles up there. I love that aesthetic that they made. Maybe I should get a Hades wallpaper for my computer. Maybe. Hey, did I put you out? What are you, like Lumiere or something? All right, so we have 2 consensus for 2. I'm gonna wait another 10 seconds just in case there's another viewer on there that wants to throw in their vote. Poseidon's number 1. Shopping at Charon's is number 2. Apparently everybody that's watching so far is a big fan of shopping. Not here to judge, just making an observation. I can need that. Oh, okay. Guess they're gonna be silent. We're gonna go shopping. Let's go to the mall. Day.
Someone to spend some coin.
Yeah. You look at all these. Look at all these hands. They're trying to rip the coins away from us here. It's all about being prepared. That's fair. All right, Charon. What sort of scintillating conversation do you have for me this evening? Ah, yes, I have to agree. Think. We could up health. Ooh, that's not too bad. Or Aphrodite. Boon from Aphrodite. Or the key. Let's see. How about more health?
Just what I need.
That one I do think we need. If we're going to be lasting longer, if we're going to be gathering more resources. Right? I mean, he's a very relatable character. That's why I always stop to make sure and see what he actually has to say. I think I can only talk to him once at a time. But it's just like, every time I see him, just those nuggets of wisdom that he imparts upon me are completely priceless. Oh, good.
I thought crystals were supposed to be pretty.
Yes, I thought crystals. I'm just gonna shock you. Lightning and the thunder. Boom. Roasted. All right, let's see what Aphrodite has to say in a moment to make sure the rest of the chamber doesn't have anything interesting.
I've been waiting for a special moment to confess my great appreciation for your deeds. This moment's special enough, isn't it?
I mean, as special as any. I'm trying not to die. What you got for me?
Hey.
Heartbreak Strike. Wow, epic level rarity. Okay. Your attack deals more damage and inflicts weak. Ooh. Okay. All right, I can get behind that. Let's see. Your special deals more damage and inflicts weak. Also very tempting. Crush Shot. Your cast is a wide, short-range blast that inflicts weak. All right, so really like weak. Weak is a curse. So for at least 4 seconds, the victim deals 30% less damage. So basically makes them weak when you're fighting them. I'm gonna go, yeah, the epic one. Honestly, I think is probably our best bet.
Beautiful.
Ooh, updated. So Aphrodite wields her beauty and her charm with much the same lethality as I could wield the spear. I have seen her handiwork firsthand and is often not as pretty as she is. Indeed, I often think that she, among all the Olympians, must be the deadliest of all. A crashing wave or thundering tempest are nothing to a broken heart. Yet, while love's the force that brought me and countless others low in life, it also brought me and countless others strength beyond the bounds of normal men. Still, I fear that Aphrodite's power is the most terrible in all the world. I think that was written by a guy. But anyways. Love is very powerful. Not as powerful as chaos, but still very powerful. I can appreciate that.
Here we go again.
Yep. Rock me like a hurricane. We do have an intruder. You just now notice that I'm here. Survive for 45 seconds. Well, don't mind if I do. I will survive. As long as I know how to love, I know I can survive. Maybe grab a couple extra coins while I'm at it, because if I can kill enough of these little skelly dudes, then I will get some extra moolah. We can go to the mall again. Almost there. 45 seconds feels a lot longer when there's a lot of people viciously trying to murder you.
You lived through all of that.
Yeah. You gotta try harder than that if you're gonna get rid of me, Dad. By the way, Morgan, if you're not familiar with the game, the character is Zagreus. Zagreus is the son of Hades, and he is trying to go out and figure out what happened to his actual mother. However, in order to do that, he has to escape the underworld and its various levels. And his dad, Hades, obviously is not a fan of that because he's a jerk, and that's that. Let's go. This one I'm gonna pull rank, and I'm gonna select darkness because we really need to stack up on darkness because we're trying to get to 1,000. And last I looked, we had like maybe 300. Oh, I don't even have to fight anybody for this one. Look at that. But yeah, 10 at a time. Yep, 308. 10 at a time is slow going unless we run into maybe Sisyphus or somebody again who can give us just a bunch at a time.
Good.
Restore a little bit of health. Take a step into the pool. Hey, I'm trying to step into the bath. Man, these look like such nice baths too. I want to relax a little bit in the game. They just can't let me have it. They just can't. That's the real torture in this game, you know? Unrealized opportunities. Subsequently, also in the D&D campaign that I'm a part of, we are currently owning and operating a bathhouse a la Spirited Away. That, funny enough, the gods for Magic the Gathering are, I mean, not coming to just yet, but they're worshipped there because the plane that we're on is based on a magic plane. Oh, glad that helps. Yes. If you ever do need further explanation, like I said, let me know. You know enough that I love to talk. And I want to make sure that everybody understands exactly how things go because I feel like they could appreciate the game a little bit better if I do explain it. All right, so now I don't really have a preference between these two doors, so I'm going to let chat decide. Chat, if you want the coins or the money, that's number one. If you want the upgrade, which kind of looks like a pomegranate, I believe, then number two. It's kind of a general upgrade. It's not specifically a weapons upgrade like Daedalus's hammer. Oh, the power pomegranate? I don't know. I forget what it's actually called. Power pomegranate sounds pretty good, though. Not a bad band name. The power pomegranates. Maybe. Not as good as Mouse Rat. Or like, the one. The Five Skins, I think was one of them. Oh, it's been a while. I should go back and rewatch that. Upgrade is what we have for Mrs. Aetherplasm. Anybody else? Anybody else want to rule in? We've got 10 seconds of clock. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Agreed. All right, upgrade it is. Let's go. do. Oh. Okay, what we have over here. It's locked right now, but I can taste it. I can smell the chaos. It's palpable in the air. Once we defeat all these bad guys, we have a chance to go and meet with our bestest best friend once again. Incur a little bit more chaos. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Can't catch me. Well, maybe the spikes can, but that was my fault. Come on. I like how weak is the curse is shown by little lovely pink hearts floating up the screen, because they're now weak for me, I guess, and therefore they don't want to attack me, and they're 30% less effective.
Delicious.
A palm of power. It is a pomegranate. See? Almost like I knew what I was talking about. We can upgrade the attack in general, or we can upgrade dash. I'm gonna upgrade attack general. Sounds a good idea. But now, what everybody's been waiting for, we'll make a couple of circles just to build up some intensity, just to build up some anticipation, because we're gonna hurt ourselves a little bit, but you know what? It's gonna be worth it because we're gonna let chaos reign.
Oof.
All right, chaos.
In the
What you
name
got
of
for me, my
Hades.
friend? You didn't even have any wisdom for me. No, that's fine. That's fine. You know, that's just as chaotic. You know, choosing to stay silent. So for the next 4 encounters, each time you cast, you get hit for -4. Afterwards, any darkness or gems you find are worth 70% more. Ooh, that's really tempting, especially because we're trying to farm those specific items. For the next 3 encounters, slain foes toss an Inferno Bomb, my favorite. Afterwards, your dash strike deals 50% more damage. Maybe. And the rare one, for the next 3 encounters, you cannot collect your casts back for 12.5 seconds. Afterwards, any money you find is worth more. You know what? So this is assuming that I use the cast. It doesn't say I have to cast each time, and I haven't been casting a lot. Although if we have a mini boss coming up, I don't remember how close we are to Meg or one of her sisters, and I might need it. But you know what? I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Okay, decision time again. Chat, please help me out. We have Hermes, our little winged friend. We have Poseidon, the god of the sea, also known as Jason Momoa. No, he's Aquaman. Not quite the same. And then we have the Maul with Charon and his witty banter. Give you a moment to decide, since I know there's a lovely delay between my voice getting this microphone and you guys actually getting to see and hear what's going on. Meantime, I'm gonna mess with some of these pillars. How's that for chaos? Look, I'm like shooting love beams. Love, love, love. Lovey, love, love. Love, love, love. Love. Oh, where'd my love go? There you go. Love. You get my love. You get my love. Love for all of space. Love for the chaos. Ooh, what's over here? Examine.
The fathomless expanses hidden in darkest corners of the underworld stretch well past the notice of Lord Hades himself. And yet, the interfering prince somehow discovers passage there.
Fair enough.
Isn't all that hard to
Cool little
find,
tidbit.
really.
All right, Hermes. We have 1 input. Do we have any input from Mrs. Aetherplasm over in the kitchen? Hermes, Poseidon, or shopping at the mall with Charon? You say Hermes? Hermes, all right. Like how it's a question mark, Morgan. Hermes? Are you questioning who Hermes is, or are you questioning whether or not we should commit to Hermes? Hermes. Actually, I don't know what the backwards. I auto-corrected to Hermes or something. Oh, no, I don't even have to fight anybody for this one. Oh, that's gotta mean that Meg is probably next. This game's being too nice to me. Wait a second. Maybe. Oh, yep. That's exactly why. Because look we've got 2 statues to the sisters, I believe, of Meg. That's either Meg or one of her sisters. Which again, Disney completely dropped the ball on, because you know, who cares about actual mythology? I learned everything about, you know, Greek mythology from Hercules. And if it wasn't in there, how do I know it actually existed in the first place? They did not have Meg have sisters. I do distinctly remember that. I've watched it enough times. All right, Hermes, what you got? Fastest talker of all the gods.
Something, don't you think so, cuz? Normally I'd stop for no one here, but when it comes to her, exceptions must be made.
Ah, sounds like Hermes is low-key crushing on Aphrodite. As long as you give me stuff too, I don't care. Greater evasion. When you are hit, you have a chance to dodge automatically. Okay. Quick recovery. After taking damage, quickly dash to recover some health you just lost. 30% of the damage taken. All right, maybe. Or the epic rare one. After you dash, briefly become sturdy and move 100% faster. Okay, that sounds kind of cool. Because sturdy, you take 30% less damage anyways. Your actions cannot be interrupted by taking damage. And you move twice as fast by the time that you're done. Yes, please.
Now here goes.
It's gonna be like that kid from Talladega Nights. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
I bet Electo's next.
I didn't actually have any Mountain Dew. I can't remember the last time I've had Mountain Dew. Oh, who is this? Persephone. This is the weird murdery one. At least Meg's other sister gave some sort of explanation for why she wanted to kill me. For some reason, Persephone just, I mean, tormentor of murder is what her title is, but all she does is a murder, and it's like, you could at least give me a reason, other than you just you're a murder-happy fiend or something. But each their own, I guess.
No?
Yeah, see?
No murder.
No murder.
No murder.
No. No murder. Bad. She doesn't appear to be listening. God of War games. I feel like God of War games might have a tiny bit more information than Disney, but I don't know. Are you trying to tell me that there aren't necessarily giant, what was it, a giant serpent or something that befriends the guy that killed Ares and all these things? Are you saying that that might not have actually happened in Greek mythology? I believe that was one of the plot lines in God of War. Or the newest one, Dad of Boy. I don't know, it seems kind of suspect. Alright. I'm gonna try not to die. Because you look grumpy. I really wish I had some deflect, because deflect is real useful against this lady. Ow. Whoa, okay. How's that for chaos? It's dark. Oh yeah, I forgot, she changes the planes. Not only is she a murdering fiend, she switches the whole scenery around. Doing decent, though. Okay, back to the darkness. That's fine. Love some chaos. As long as I can keep pummeling you in the face. Move so fast. Boom! Roasted. Yuri vanquished. That's what she gets for trying to murder random people. I'm just saying. The serpent is a part of Norse gods. I'm not sure if it has anything to do with the other games. Oh, fair enough. Speaking of which, the next Magic the Gathering set that's coming out is called Kaldheim. I believe I'm saying that correctly. And it is based off of a Viking/Norse plane. Looks really cool. They have some really cool alternate art coming out for things that kind of make it look like it belongs in Norse mythology. So I'm excited about that. Back when, you know, maybe in the future, once all the vaccines are out and everything, I'll be able to play some in-game Magic, or in-person Magic. I have sorely been missing that as well. Let's heal up a little bit here. I have yet to use a Death Defiance, so I'm really proud of myself for that one. Usually on one of the Meg sisters, or Meg herself, I have to use at least one. So it's really tempting to go in here and switch to Skelly's bonus, which is basically another Death Defiance. How close am I to... I need 32 encounters to level that up completely. But... You know what? Let's just go for it. We're farming anyways. Not like we're wailing on the moon or something. We're wailing on the moon. Carry a harpoon. but there ain't no whale, so we tell tall tales of whaling on the moon. If you don't know what Futurama is, check it out, because it is seriously, besides Avatar: The Last Airbender, one of the best animated series that I have seen in any sort of recent history, aside from like legitimate animes and everything. I'm not going to get into those arguments, but in general, love it. Centaur Soul, gain 25 health for 100 coin. Chimera Jerky, sounds spicy. Your special deals 40% more damage. I've barely been using my special. I've just been having so much fun dashing and causing lightning to rain down around me. For the Stygian Guard, traps deal 500% more damage to your foes. Meh. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. Wait, you gain 25 health without restoring health. Ooh, okay. Didn't read it that way first. Yeah, that's fine. We'll boost our health a little bit. I know we're not restoring our health, but that way when we do restore it, we have the opportunity to go a little bit higher. Braxton is depressed, also without imprisonment. Right? I mean, I've seen Magic Online quite a bit. Like, I've watched plenty of people on Twitch stream it, and it looks entertaining enough. But, I mean, I already have my own cards. And there's something to be said about the physical, you know, the actual sensory effect you get from holding your cards. Now, I'm not a card flicker, though, because those people drive me insane when I watch Magic tournaments. I've played against so many of them, and to me, it's not the noise that bothers me. It's the fact that, you know, the cards that they're holding have value, and they're just, like, flicking and bending them like they don't even care. Like, they're just generic pieces of cardboard. It's like, no, that cardboard has value. Not some Amazon box you can just toss in the garbage like, you know, last week's pizza. You actually have to be careful with them if you want them to last. But, you know, to each their own. Right? I mean, you take a long time. It takes to trade and everything in person with physical cards. You have to be dedicated, you know? You have to know what you're looking for. You have to go out and find the people to trade with, or you set up trades online, or some people even mail them back and forth. So it takes a lot of work. It's not just like clicking a couple of buttons and then you're good. And there's bartering involved and all that stuff, and it really is a bit of an art form. There are people who are in Magic specifically to trade, not because they're trying to, you know, get something inherently valuable, because they actually enjoy, like, the art of trading. And you go through all that trouble, you build your decks, you get to play things, but then all of a sudden, electronic is the only option, and it's different anyways. So, yeah, I hear you. I feel you on that one.
Up we go, then.
Making our way uptown. One of these days, we'll be an uptown girl. Living in an uptown world.
Be there soon, Bowmaster.
I had the first patient today tell me in recent memory that they were a Billy Joel fan. Not that there aren't a lot of Billy Joel fans, but usually when I ask them, oh, do you like music? They say, yeah. And they say, oh, you know, like country or, you know, classical or whatever. But then they specifically, without hesitation, came out and said, Billy Joel. I was like, oh, well, that's awesome. Glad you have that opinion so solidified in your mind. But I do have to agree, I love Billy Joel. Interesting to find someone who's so quick to answer specifically.
More slam dancers?
Slam dancers? That's what these guys are called? Oh my goodness. I mean, I didn't see them doing much dancing. They mostly throw bombs at me. I mean, I can kind of see like the slam part, because it's like they're throwing basketballs, like they're slam dunking on my face with a bomb. But again, the dancing is lacking. Yeah, I see you over there. Stab you in the face, stab you in the face. Ooh, more health. Okay. All right, so this is a Trove trial for anybody who's not familiar. Basically what happens if we choose to do this, we can earn up to 100 gold pieces or other items. Right now it's 100 because it's specifying 100 gold pieces. And it's all based upon how fast you can defeat the monsters that appear. So the caveat is you may take some damage, you may lose some life, but if it's a resource that you're really trying to go for, it can be very beneficial. In this case, I'm not really looking for gold, because the kicker with gold is it vanishes after every life. So each time you die and you're kind of resurrected in the pool of blood from the river Styx, and you go back in and your father scolds you for even trying in the first place, you lose all the gold. You keep the gems and you keep the darkness, but the gold is only during your run trying to escape. So it's not, to me, as beneficial to try to hoard it, simply because, yes, shopping with Charon is great, but at the same time... Oh, you keep your nectar, too, which is what this is. Basically booze. And then you give it to other gods, and they like you more because you're enabling them. But yeah, like I was saying before, the gold just really isn't the highest priority, especially because I don't intend to make it all the way to the end in his. I always try, but I just haven't been quite good enough to get it completely through. So there's other things that take precedent. Or priority, I should say. Let's see. Should we do the creepy eye key or booze? What's chat say? Creepy eye key or booze? First I was afraid, I was petrified. Doo-doo-doo. Look at this guy. He's like making some pottery or something over here, just all kind of charming, like just like, oh, he's making sandcastles. That's what he's doing. He's just enjoying his time. Who cares if he's a Siamese twin with 2 other body-ish things? He's making sandcastles. The eye key speaks to me. Fair enough. Let's eye key.
Moving right along.
Do. Morgan, once all this fun COVID stuff is over and life can resume a little bit more back to normal, definitely have to do an in-person hangout, because I believe you and Mrs. Aetherplasm would get along quite well, and then that would give me a chance to play in-person Magic with Braxton. That is, if you're not in another state before that happens, because I know that you're potentially going to be moving to do some cool stuff. I'm not going to specifically say what or where, because I try not to dox people on here before then. But hey, if you're around, we should make it happen. It'd be a good time. I could get beat really, really bad in Magic, play some board games or something. It'd be a good time. All right, so interesting choice here. We can either go shopping at Charon's at the mall, which we only have 118 gold. Doesn't usually buy a lot. His better stuff tends to be at least 125 or above. So keep that in your back pocket, in the back of your mind. Or we can go to this double boon place. Now, the way the double boon works is you go in and you have to decide between the 2 that it's offering. So we have to pick between Zeus and Aphrodite. Initially, whichever one we pick will give us a boon, and then the other one's going to get kind of pissed off. Fact that you chose the other one instead of them, and then they're going to send a bunch of things to try to kill you. Should you survive, they will say they're sorry and then grant you the boon as well, so you end up with 2 boons in one room. Just it ends up being more of an ordeal at the same time. So, thoughts, opinions, let's do it. What are we doing? Shopping with very little money, or having a god get really mad at us for a little while and then getting an extra boon? Boon. Mrs. Aetherplasm says boon. That's since Martino has 11 months. All right, are you thinking about coming back to I'm not gonna say, let's see, back to the current state of which you reside afterwards? Yes, Mrs. Aetherplasm got her first round of vaccine today. And we just bought a house, so we will be able to host. We'll have space to host, yes. It'll be magnificent. Probably would come back eventually. Well, good. We'll keep an eye on it. I mean, worst case scenario, you can watch me be ridiculous on stream whenever you have free time. I say you should piss them off. Okay. So, yes. Well, so we haven't closed yet officially. Closing is on the 18th, but we've gone through the inspection. They accepted our offer. They're really, the only thing to do is just a bunch of behind-the-scenes paperwork, which isn't even up to us. And that would be good. But yeah. Ah, Benjamin, thank you for joining us this evening. I noticed that you were playing Raft. Were you playing with Mrs. Benjamin? I appreciate your witty commentary. It is incredibly beneficial to add that to this lovely conversation. playing. So are you supporting the addiction of your spouse with Raft by attending to their needs of sustaining life? Saving her from birds. That's fair. I mean, that's a worthy venture. So in general, I heard, yeah, birds aren't real according to her, remember? So birds are just government drones. Although I do like feeding them. I like having a bird feeder on my porch, which the house has a covered porch, not a screened-in porch, but a covered porch with hanging or bird feeder hanging attachments already out. So we should be able to get those going. Hopefully not have as many issues with squirrels as we do at the apartment. Time will tell. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they could potentially climb the porch, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We do have a dog that might deter the squirrels. Squirrels are cute, but they are destructive. There's a red squirrel that lives near my mom's place, and it is a little jerk. It scared the crap out of us because initially when they picked up the house, we'd arrive there like late at night or something, and then we'd walk in the door and they weren't there yet because they were traveling from a different area, and we heard this like crazy rustling and metallic noises and clanking, and we're like, oh my gosh, there's somebody in the house. We're terrified. Then we hear it going up, like it's going up through a vent, and then we quickly step outside and shine a light up on the roof, and this little demon red squirrel pokes its head right out of this thing that's up there because it had made a nest inside one of the exhaust vents from the house. So either way, destructive jerks. A patient told me that birds were governments. See, I know. I don't entirely agree, but I am familiar with the conspiracy that birds are just government spies. You don't see anybody else in chat who is asking the question. Do you not see any of the other chat responses, Benjamin? That's bizarre. Mrs. Aetherplasm, do you see the chats from Morgan? Yeah, Cattails29. That's really odd. Ben, I have no idea why it would only be you, because Mrs. Aetherplasm sees it just fine. So, I don't know. Strange. I mean, it shouldn't be like coming up on screen. It should be specifically in Twitch chat. Fair enough. Have you considered it to be a picnic problem then, Benjamin? Problem in chair, not in computer. Have you tried turning it off and on again? I know, we need to go back and watch all the IT crowd. Oh my gosh, Morgan, I have to tell you a recommendation for a TV show. It is not as long as we wish it was, but in general, I feel like it would fit your sense of humor, and you may have already watched it, but I'm having this huge build-up just because it's that funny. The IT Crowd. I believe it's on Netflix, but it is incredibly hilarious, and I would recommend it any day of the week. So if you're looking for something to binge, do it up, because it is fantastic. All right, let's see. Back to the attempted death. I mean, attempted life, but everybody else is trying to kill him. Mr. Sandcastle Man and his two brothers that are attached to him. Travelers. I haven't heard of Travelers. But oh wait, I forgot. That's right, I get to choose Trial of the Gods. So, that being said, chat, please tell me, are we picking Zeus first or Aphrodite first? Either way, we're gonna end up with both, provided I survive. But who are we gonna piss off? Cat lives now. Yep. Pick on Zeus, meaning we're going to select Zeus and piss off Aphrodite, or we're going to pick on Zeus by selecting Aphrodite, Benjamin. Okay, so we have 2 votes for Zeus. So at this point, you know, majority rules. I love democracy. So let's see what we got. Your special causes lightning bolt to strike nearby foes. Your lightning effects also make foes jolted. Okay. Victim's next attack self-inflicts lightning damage that harms nearby foes. Woo! Alright, okay, so here's a tough decision, though. High voltage. Your lightning bolt effects deal damage in a larger area, which is generally good. It is generally good. It also has this little doohickey near it, right here, which is saying that it's part of a prophecy. And the way that the prophecies work is it's something that you can unlock to get more bonuses and everything outside the traditional escape attempts. But the only way that you get them is by randomly encountering them on each of these. Because every time you run into a boon from a god, it's a random 3. Unless you have like other boons that increase your chance of them being rare or epic or whatever. But you have to randomly encounter these and then use them and pick them in order to have them fulfill that prophecy. So I think, not bad. There's an octopus in chat. It's not bad, but I think I'll have to go with it because it's a twofer. It does do, you know, lightning bolt effects in a larger area, which are great. The jolted is so tempting, but it will help fulfill a prophecy. Do I want to fulfill all in the same run? I mean, again, these are kind of farming runs since I'm really just practicing and trying to get better at it in general, so I'm not too worried about it. Prophecy does equal unlock stuff, yep. Oh, question actually. So Benjamin can't for some reason see the rest of chat. Can everybody else see Oh Great DM's chats? Okay, so Mrs. Aetherplasm can see Oh Great DMs. What about you, Morgan? Can you see Oh Great DM's chats? Like the octopus that's on the screen. Oh, you can see all now. Did you? Was it because you turned it off and on again? Ah, I see. You knew that would fix it. Okay, well, either way. Solution acquired. We're gonna do the prophecy. Updated. No, I want to read it. Aphrodite, let me. Oh, fine.
I don't
Just
take such rejections lying down, and you shall find it out the hard way.
Alrighty. I couldn't. I wanted to read the update. Oh well. Check out the journal later. Ow! Wow. You guys are jerks. But I have those death defiances because Aphrodite is a jerk. Wish I had Athena's boons and then I could deflect some of this junk. Stay away from me. No touchy. Social distancing. Hey, none of that from you. There's more. Oh my gosh, there's more. Oh, and it's the adorable little snake heads. Benjamin's favorite. Alright, alright. Time to get good. Pro gamer moves incoming. All right.
Switch to a new effect.
Survived. That was just a treat, though.
Oh, how I hate to fight with you like this.
Oh yeah, we made up.
Let's forgive each other and forget. Go back to how things used to be.
Okay. Maybe she'll give me something good for being a jerk. Heartbreak Flourish. Your special deals more damage and inflicts weak. I don't have any special stuff yet, so maybe weak afflicted foes are also more susceptible to damage. Tempting. Dying Lament. When foes are slain, they damage nearby foes and inflict weak. I'm gonna go with the special boost because we haven't gotten any special boosts yet. So now when I ever do this and I do my little like boomerang spear thing, that can also inflict weak. Could be beneficial. Especially because I'm down to 51 hit points and I have 1 Death Defiance left. Although, if I make it to the next stage, I can pick up that extra Death Defiance from Skelly. That should be good. They just look like they're having such a good time making like sandcastles, you know? This is a very peaceful afterlife, I guess. Okay. So, my chaos boon. What's a chaos boon? Does it make intelligent rifles? I mean, Not as much chaos as the Cannon of Wonder, which is something, Morgan, that I have as my D&D character. There's a power that I can do where I roll a d20, and then based upon that, there are something like 1,000 different options that it can give, and they're randomized for. So I point it at something and I shoot, and who knows what happens. Last time I used it, it turned the weapon that I was given into a sentient weapon with a random personality. So now it talks back to me, or says condescending things anytime I try to use it. It also fires randomly. All part of the fun. Choices: Poseidon or Athena. Athena tends to have the deflecty stuff, and I do have to say that deflecty can be very, very beneficial. Poseidon kind of has area effect stuff, which is okay, not the greatest, but I know it is rude. His name is Marvin. Oh, I'm correcting a typo for Benjamin. Deflecty, protecty. Okay, so we have one vote for Athena. Any other opinions? Athena or Poseidon for the boon? We have one vote for Athena so far. Mini Ben says hi. Hello, Mini Ben. Mini Ben, do you remember the catchphrase for the channel? We have 2 Athena, 1 Poseidon. Just a great conflict. Brax says Athena. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3. Yep, Athena. All right.
Hit me if you can, witches.
Of course, it's, basically Bullet, Inferno. I would say, the other things, but Mini Ben is a minor that I try to avoid cursing around. Which would be real helpful right now with all these projectiles. Ow. Oh, my Lanta. Over here, you're a jerk. Hit you with a special from here. You're a jerk. Maybe I'll just stay in one spot. Seems to be a little bit more effective. Let them come to me. Hit you. Hit you again with my special.
Well, I for one had a lovely time.
I'm glad one of us had a lovely time, Zagreus. Goodness. I'm at 2 health right now. All right, Athena, give me something deflecty, please.
I wish that I could
Chaos Reigns, yes, the official catchphrase of the channel is Chaos Reigns. They are pink bullets, so it's a Disco Inferno. Ah, yes. Love it. Your badly injured cousin, I wish I could will the pain away, though at least I can provide you this. Well, at least she recognizes, my sacrifice. Your cast damages foes in small area and can deflect. Man. Your call briefly makes you impervious and deflect all attacks. Or Holy Shield. After you take damage foes around you briefly and deflect. And briefly deflect. But I don't really want this to be based off of me taking damage, because I know I will, but I find if I can prevent it first place, that's better. So let's do Athena's aid. We haven't had any calls yet. The Mini Ben says good night. So now we are officially Aetherplasm After Dark. Cursing can begin again, because I know that's what everybody was excited about. It looks like, I believe there's only one option for where to go. I didn't see another Bodhi boat. Bodhi McBoat face. Yep, guess gems is your only option. There you go. Stuck with the chaos you get, not with the chaos you choose.
Come.
All right, jerky jerk faces. Wow, that didn't take long to use that Death Defiance. The problem is I have to get through the Bone Hydra in order to get Skelly's Death Defiance, so I don't know that happen in this round. 'Cause Bone Hydra is a lot less pleasant than these cute little Bone Hydras that are around here. Do I have enough for a call? There we go. Oh, I love it. Oh, there's a smoke bomb. Great feeling in the eyes, you know. Really makes you feel awake.
Simple.
Bone Hydra is a real bonehead. That is correct. Really cool looking. Also a big old jerk. All right. So money. Or the Palm of Power. Please let me know your decision, chat. One of these days, maybe I'll be able to like quickly make polls and just have people click things. But I'm not that good at Streamlabs yet. I did get a Stream Deck today. I have not actually added anything to the buttons, but I'll show you while you guys are deciding. Whee! So this basically allows me to switch between the scenes on Streamlabs, and by scenes I mean like the different backgrounds of like the game or like the intermission stuff or the beginning or ending, by just clicking one button and not having to switch between like windows or anything on the computer. So I'm gonna get that working better. Just make things a little bit more streamlined. I still have to figure out, and maybe Benjamin, you'll be able to help me with that. Figuring out why every time I click away from Hades, the game minimizes. Even though I'm in like full screen mode and I have it so that I should be able to click away, because then it keeps showing my lovely sheep background, which I love. Oh wait, do I have... Hang on a second, I just noticed that there's... Why did nobody tell me that the overlay was messed up? Then there's all these things that should not be here for the new sub, new tip, top tip, in 2 different places. Let me find those. That should be gone, that should be gone, and that should be gone. How long are you going to let me go about that and just look like an amateur streamer, huh? Huh? Thanks, guys. Way to be a supportive chat over here. Okay. How can you not pick the Palm of Power? I don't know. I'm not the one deciding. I'm letting chaos reign, and chaos reigns, I mean, I guess there's a little bit of democracy, but we're still going to call it chaos because I don't have control over it. It's up to something. It's the will of other things. Therefore, still in my mind, that's, you know, closer to chaos. I could just choose a randomizer, I guess, but you can't describe things like Palm of Power without weighting the vote. I mean, that's fair. To be honest, when I saw it before, I used to think it was like some sort of like cheese gratery thingy. But yeah, I don't know. You got kicked for a second. Oh, sorry. Glad you're back. We're trying to decide between the Palm of Power and the gold. We've got 1 vote for Palm of Power. From Benjamin. We have 1 vote for gold and a 2nd vote for Palm of Power. All right, so democracy says Palm of Power. I got the power. Don't know where that came from. Kind of involuntary. Your cat's name is Benjamin. Oh gosh. Well, that means there's only one option. Benjamin, you have to get another cat and name it Morgan just to make it fair.
Good enough to eat.
He pooped on my carpet today. Okay. The Palm of Power. We can upgrade Heartbreak Flourish. Upgrade Thunder Dash, which, I mean, that's just a great name. Thunder Dash. Or High Voltage. We're gonna upgrade High Voltage. Ooh, and I believe, get a little drinky drank here, restore some health. Love it. But I think that means the Bone Hydra is next. Bone Hydra. Muy interesante. Oh, nope. Almost. Oh, we do get to go shopping. We're gonna see Charon. Let's go to the mall. Hey. All right. Charon, in your infinite wisdom, what sort of tips do you have for me today? Wait, I didn't. mean to buy that. I was trying to talk to him. Gosh darn it. Can I? He's not even talking to me at all. Because he's like, I'm just going to lure you over here. So that way you unintentionally buy something. But you know what? Fine. I was going to buy that anyway. So there. Yeah. That's right, Charon. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna say? Huh? Huh? I don't care that you're impervious. Jerk. Fine. Thank you. Thank you. That was a better direct quote there from Morgan up as to what Charon is saying. What's the still beating heart thing? So the still beating heart thing ups my health, my overall health a little bit, and it adds a little bit of health. And then the bag of wonder over here is a random boon, so it'll pick a random god to give a boon. I still get choice between 3 boons, but I have no idea which god it's coming from. So I only have enough money for one of the 2. I might have had enough money for both if I hadn't immediately just bought whatever that was, probably fries and a burger. That's up my health. Once again, you weighted the choice with your words. What you said, Rhiannon. I know. I'm not saying things to weigh them specifically, or to skew the vote or something. All I'm doing is describing it for people who may not know the different mechanics of the game. So I guess bound to the chaos of this channel, I do have to pick chaos, and then we finally ended up with Poseidon. We stayed away from him a couple of times, but now chaos reigns and we get Poseidon. Chaos has reigned twice in this playthrough already, Benjamin, before you got here. There were 2 chaos holes that I got to plunge into and damage myself in order to appreciate the chaos. Gain a random assortment of the monies of a lot of things. Or your cast damages foes in an area, knocks them away. Your attack and special are stronger the first 10 seconds of an encounter. You know what? We're farming. That's why we use the Nada Panias for all your farming needs. So we're gonna get some money. Ooh, okay. Gemstones. Mortals cherish these stones of many brilliant colors, going to lengths to excavate them from the earth, steal them, to be blunt, from the rightful domain of Master Hades. The Master also values them, for light exists in limited supply down here, and light refracted through the gemstone facets, most valuable of all. The merest glimpse of such a dazzling display can spur a loathsome shade to action in the Master's name, and thus, as Master Hades found within his realm, a naturally occurring motivator for whatever must be done. Ah, love this little bit. Hey look, I got more food, which I bought. So I didn't even need. Ooh, I did get money though, so I can actually get more health. Ooh, so it worked out in the end. That's what we get. Chaos reigns, everybody wins. I mean, not everybody. Somebody's gonna die, but hopefully not me. We're gonna head to some darkness, but I imagine it's a bone hydra that we have to go through in order to get the darkness. I feel like it's about that time. Yup, it's about that time.
Different.
Yep, bone hydra, you look different. You look very bony, hydra-y. Bone hydra, robots in disguise, and he becomes impervious, and little jerks come out to play. Ooh, can I do a call? I can do a call. Love it. Bone hydra. Alright, gonna do those. I'm gonna do this. Call. He spawns little buggy things. Need a lot of hits to go. Wow! I love it when they just shoot that stuff all over and then just completely blows me out of the water. Let's call. Not the call from the Backstreet Boys, mind you, but a call to Athena saying, hey, come help me out because I'm getting my butt handed. Not too bad, actually, at the moment. Another call. Should have said no. Someone's waiting for me. That is actually the call that Backstreet Boys. Come on. Through. Get through. You're a jerk. There's a jerk. Another call. Was that me, or did I just get insta-death? No, Hydra vanquished. Woo! I did it, and I didn't even need a Death Defiance to do it. I'm actually improving. What is this? Are people trying to tell me that if I practice at something and I do it repetitiously, there's a chance I could improve? I don't know how I feel about this. What was that? Mm-hmm. Sassy Mrs. Aether Plasma remarks over there.
Pure darkness.
Okay. The art failed. Looks like some bone version of the Chain Chomp from Mario. Yeah, it kind of basically is, except for it has a bunch of little ones that come out. Different. Yeah. As far as I know, have to say. Oh, AFK away from keyboard. Have to say away from a bird monster. I'm telling you, those birds are terrifying in Raft. The story is, Morgan, that initially, so Ben and I play Raft on Tuesdays from 7 to 9. That's the main scheduled time that I have on my channel right now, because it's the only thing I've consistently been able to, like, commit to. There's the puppy duties. But in Raft, he told me, oh, don't worry, the main villain here is just the shark that we named Gertrude. But no, he did not warn me about the terrors in the sky, which were the evil seagulls and other bird creatures of the like, including apparently an even bigger bird, which I have yet to even see, which sounds even more terrifying. And again, he conveniently neglected to mention it when we were starting, so. Achievement unlocked. Oh, did I miss my achievement? What was my achievement? I'll have to go back to this team. Good. Was it talking too much? I think I already should have earned that achievement.
We'll have you back here soon enough, I think.
All right, so
We'll see.
getting better. Oh, there we go. I like it. I like it. Achievement unlocked. Getting better. Getting good. Learning some pro gamer strats, I think is what the
Hey,
kids
it's
say.
my keepsakes.
Lucky Tooth. Now we have a kind of Death Defiance here. It'll give us 100 HP back if we get to 0. And we're at 200, so hey. Probably one of the better runs that I've had so far. I doubt we have enough money to really do much in here. Replenish 1 Death Defiance. Oh, that would have been so nice, but we need 200 gold and we only. Treasure Trove Tracker. Ensure an Infernal Trove will spawn ahead where possible. Yeah. Passive. Ensure a Chaos Gate will spawn ahead where possible. I can't. I'm drawn to it. I can't resist. We have to have a Chaos Gate. I don't care if it takes every last one of my HP. Need more chaos.
One more floor.
I'm thinking of eventually getting a custom-made neon sign to have in my battle station room at the new house that says Chaos Reigns or something of the like.
Elysium.
Maybe if Mrs. Aether Plasma is listening, she can take that as a future birthday idea secretly, if she's so interested. She says she's listening, but I'm also extremely picky. That's fair. Saved. And those birds in the raft we unlock after the first story island. We have to build 3 antenna and a monitor thingy, but you would have to stop building a tower for 3 minutes. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and say that tower is my bread and butter. It's my baby. It's my passion project. It's just going to keep going. It's just going to keep going until we're out of wood. And, you know, I don't plan on letting that happen. And especially because you're telling me that if we continue along this railroaded plot line that you're so interested in doing, that we're going to be encountering more terrifying things. Where's the incentive when I could just build the world's biggest tower and raft? You know? Saying.
Wow.
No, bullshit. You have not given up railroading plot. So, Morgan, I think I clarified this before, but just in case again, Oh Great DM is named as such because he is the DM for our D&D campaign. And he has this habit of trying to make us follow a plot arc. And we have this habit of doing everything in our power possible to avoid his plot points and completely derail everything that he's ever tried to work for and make beautiful. So him saying that he's given up railroading plot is very difficult to believe because he has tried and tried and tried and failed every time, mind you, almost. But exactly, you know, it's just part of who we are as characters. We have to to allow chaos to reign. I feel like maybe for luck, I'm going to circle 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Geronimo! Ow. Worth it. Can you taste it? Can you taste the chaos?
In the name of Hades.
All right. Slippery Soul, rare. For the next 3 encounters, you cannot collect your casts back for 13 seconds, but afterwards you gain 52 life. Is that gain? Oh, it's gain. Increase your life total, healing you for the amount. Okay, so you'd gain 52 life, and it would restore 52 health. Okay, got it. Slippery Flourish. For the next 4 encounters, you cannot collect your cast back for 10.5 seconds, but afterwards your special deals 32% more. Or Roiling Affluence. For the next 4 standard encounters, you face more foes, but afterwards you gain more money. Nah. Let's gain a little bit more life. Okay. Need help from chat here. So we can do booze, we can do darkness, or we can do key. All of these are resources that are worth collecting. Darkness is the main thing we're farming just in general. But we have to get to 1,000 and we're way off from that, so it is what it is. But I will await your opinions. Ooh. WereTag, thank you for the follow. If you're still here, hope you're enjoying the game. Darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Booze? Nectar. Nectar is booze, Ben. So we have 2 votes for darkness, 1 vote for booze. Subsequently, has everybody heard the Disturbed version of Sound of Silence from Simon & Garfunkel? That is a great version. Darkness. Okay. Darkness it is. Darkness envelop me. Yes. From Path of Exile. It's been a while since I could hold my head up high. And since we played Path of Exile. I don't know why Toto's Africa popped in my head, but hey, it did, and I'm just gonna roll with it. I feel like the way that my mind operates is a little bit of just standard chaos as it is, because there's always some sort of music playing inside my mind, and it seems to be random. Just make it more fun. This really supports the notion that chaos runs life. And pseudo, no, you said pseudo correctly. Pseudo AFK listening, I have to save the wife from the bird again and probably kill it, which is an endeavor. As long as you kill it and you wear its head as a helmet in order to intimidate it in the future, that is perfectly acceptable, Benjamin. Ooh, that was a good amount of darkness we just picked up. Let's go to the shop. Anything worthwhile? Slain foes have more chance for this. Sudo is a Linux command to become God. Well, fine. You know what? This is not a Linux system, so Jurassic Park's just gonna have to wait. A penguin is not my ruler. I don't know. All right, so we can do money, or Daedalus's hammer to upgrade a weapon. What are we thinking? Sudo, switch user and do, and with no user label, it defaults to root. Equals God. Huh. Fair enough. You know that God backwards is dog? That's what I can contribute to that statement. So, Mula or Daedalus's hammer? What are we thinking? Hammer time. All right, 1 vote for hammer time. MC Hammer would be proud. Very much so hammer time. All right. 2 emphatic responses there. And I do see that we technically have enough viewers that this could become a tie, so I don't know. I'm just going to give them a moment. See if we have any more votes coming in. All right, hammer time it is. Can't touch this. Do 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 do.
Long spears.
Can't touch it. Not waiting specifically for you, Benjamin. It's just one of those things where, you know, in order to effectively let chaos reign, I have to give a chance to other parties. I understand that you're AFK.
Just getting warmed up.
Should have said no. Someone's waiting for me. See, like I said, chaos. It's just, now we got back to boys in Maybe I'll start a tip jar and I'll take song requests. Do Daedalus hammer. Nothing worthwhile over here. I can pokey. Ah. And pokey. Ah. Sometimes it's just fun to play with fire. Let's be real. Daedalus's hammer. Choose one. Charge skewer. Hold special for up to 200% base damage. Minimum range reduced. Hold it down. Okay. Chain skewer. Alright, I already know which one I'm picking. Wait, I gotta read exploding launcher. But just, I'm really leaning towards chain skewer. Your special hits up to 7 foes, dealing 30% base damage for each. So I love things that affect more than one foe at a time because it makes my job just that much easier. Floating launcher. Your special becomes a shot that deals 50 base damage in an area. I'm gonna do the chain skewer. Chain equals chaos. Fair enough.
Right now. Thank you.
Which I don't understand why there's all these like floating spear things around. Like, it's beautiful and everything. I love the aesthetic that it has, but wish I had a little bit more explanation. Maybe there's one of those little yellow dots. One of those little yellow dots that gives me a little tidbit about this area. A little morsel of knowledge. Or not. All right, so we've got shopping time, or we've got increased health. We're going to the mall, or are we going to the hospital? I don't know, to get more health. What are we thinking? Health? We have 1 vote for health. I must leave! I'm alive! Yay, I'm a llama again. Wait. Hospital. Okay. 2 votes. Oh, 3 votes for hospital. All right. Been enough time today there was as it is, but I guess I'm going to get drawn right back in. Oh, little mini chariots. Those are cute. Please stay over there, though. Mini chariots. I feel like when I'm fighting chariots, though, they should be playing Chariots of Fire. I feel like that's only fair. Let's use a call. Boom.
The curse of chaos
Max
has
life
been
up.
lifted.
Bit of health. This is such a beautiful game. I know I've said that way too many times already, but I just absolutely love the art style in it. Gems could gain up to 25. Not really worth it to me at this point, because the amount of people I have to fight would probably be too many. I'd probably take too much damage. It wouldn't really make it worth it. If it was darkness, I'd do it. And maybe more than 25, because not a lot. So we have Zeus or Athena. What do we say, chat? Zeus or Athena? Fight Zeus. I'm not fighting him. He would give me a boon. I don't want to fight Zeus. Goodness. It's not one of the double boons where it makes me decide between the two and then I have to fight the other one. No, these are just different doors. But thank you for being so quick to instigate a fight with, you know, the strongest god on Mount Olympus. Thanks for that vote of confidence, Mrs. Aetherplasm. So 1 vote for Zeus. Athena. Okay, split decisions. Do we have a tiebreaker? I don't know. He might be busy defending his spouse from crazy birds. Zeus. All right. Tie has been broken. Oh, look it. It's a tower. It's a thing of butterflies. Beautiful. It's like, oh, how could the butterflies be harmful in any way? Just kidding. They hit like a truck. I love the deflect from the call. That's real useful. Real useful. There we go. Dealt with the blasted butterfly ball. Did that 5 times fast. Blasted butterfly ball, 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 blasted butterfly ball! I appreciate how I can't help but add extra sound effects to a game that already has fight sound effects and a lovely soundtrack. That's just part of who I am, I guess. Boom! Chaz Michael Michaels is figure skating.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Boons of Zeus. So, Electric Shot. Your cast is a burst of chain lightning that bounces between foes. Heaven's Vengeance. After you take damage, your foe is struck by lightning. I don't want to take damage, though. I don't want to rely on that. After using your call, you deal more damage for 15 seconds. I guess. I don't know. This one, I don't know. I'm going to leave it up to the chat. So 1, 2, 3 right here. Electric Shot, Heaven's Vengeance, or Billowing Strength. 1, 2, 3. We will take your votes now. Vengeance. With the side order of spaghetti. It's really interesting to hear how long the delay actually is because I can hear the iPad in the kitchen, which Mrs. Aetherplasm is watching on. Vengeance might come in handy. Yeah. I know. I was trying not to take damage, but it might come in. So we have 2 for Vengeance. That looks like it's going to be the vote. So we will do Vengeance. All right. Hermes or Palm of Power. I also like this game because I feel like it lets me get chat involved a little bit too. That way you can do a little bit more participation and not just watching. I mean, if you want to just watch, you're welcome to lurk. You're not obligated by any means to actually comment. But it is a little bit fun for me and hopefully fun for you to actually participate a bit. Palm of Power. Yep. See, he wasn't around for the last one. The second he hears Palm of Power, even if he's AFK, he comes back to run and type that quick. Shooting love, shooting love, shooting love, shooting love, shooting love. You get love, you get love, you get love. Love by spear. Killed the damn bird. Are you wearing its carcass as a hat? Please tell me you are. No, I wore the carcass of its friend while killing it. I mean, all the better. All right, only votes that come in is coming for Palm, so we're going with Palm of Power. Nope, totally fine. Bada, 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 bada. Oh, smash. Ow. Oh, is this survival? Is that what, I didn't even hear my dad be really mad at me at first. I thought this was a general thing. Let's get a call going. Actually use a cast probably here or there. Call. Love the deflection that Athena offers. All right, the Palm of Power has been secured.
Okay. Olympus.
Heaven's Vengeance. Oh my goodness. Can up it to 223 revenge damage. That's very, very tempting. Now you just need the Gourd of Goodness and the Pineapple of Not Pizza. I like pineapple on pizza. What are you talking about? That was intense. Actually, I don't know if there are any tents around. I don't know if there's any campgrounds around. Thunder Dash equals cast. Well, I'm trying to decide which one to upgrade. I already have these. I'm just trying to see which one would be the most beneficial to increase. I think I'm actually going to go for Heaven's Vengeance. Just because... Vengeance. Can be kind of chaotic. I mean, it's chaotic for the foes that attack me, that's for sure. All of a sudden, they're going along and like, aha, I finally hit this guy. And then, boom, they get smacked in the face with 223 base damage. Mrs. Aetherplasm, your services are being requested by Benjamin. Yeah, so allegedly he has procured a llama in Raft with Mrs. Benjamin. He needs a name. Nah. I saw it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Palm of Power or Money of Money? What are we thinking? I know what Benjamin's vote is for. Where does Aetherplasm come from? So, the easiest way to say it was, so there's another game that I started off playing a while back called MechWarrior Online. That's something that Benjamin got me into. And yes, it comes from a cereal box. No. And I needed a username for it, and I wanted something different than my like typical username that I've used like ever since I had Neopets. I definitely don't still play Neopets on occasion. Maybe. But anyways, I wanted something different without like numbers at the end and everything. So I happened to be sitting next to a pile of magic cards because I definitely don't have those ever sitting around or on the desk or anything. And the top magic card happened to be Aetherflux Reservoir. And so I like, wow, Aetherflux, that could be a nice little username. So then I put that in there, and that's my username in MechWarrior Online. Well, I went to go and try to make that my Pokemon Go name, username, and it was already taken. So then I had to find a way to adapt it, and I was like, well, what can I do that makes it sound kind of cool, blah, blah, blah. So Aetherplasm is what I came up from, so it's kind of a cool ethereal / plasma-based chaotic sort of name, and I'm a big fan of, like I said, chaos reigning. Kind of came across that conclusion playing Stardew Valley, funny enough, because I just love doing some random things in order to change, stuff without any sort of rhyme or reason around in Stardew Valley when playing in multiplayer. And shouting Chaos Reigns emphatically as I run away. So I did that, and I really, really liked it. It seemed kind of, at least sort of memorable and unique. And then I designed the logo for the channel off of that, kind of like a plasma ball floating around in sort of an ethereal space. So you have the Aether, and then you have plasma. So Aether Plasm. Yes, I do actually still, and I do still have my Neopets account. I think yesterday I crossed 90 million Neo points. So if you're on ever, whatever, you know, I can send you my name and we can be Neo friends and whatnot. But don't feel obligated. I would really, really like to see a stream of your Neopets dailies. You know what, Ben? I would do it. I would do it for you. I don't know if I have the login information on this computer. I think it's on Twee. I think it's on the other computer. This is technically Mrs. Aether Plasm's computer that she's so gracious to let me use. However, once we move, I will be setting up my own official battle station because currently my my monitor for my computer is the 6-foot wide TV that we have because I built the computer during quarantine and didn't have the extra funds to go and get more monitors nor the space. So it's like, oh, well, just use the TV as the monitor. So. All right. I mean, hey, I'm just saying if there's a magical tip that comes up on the channel that with a request for Neopets Dailies stream, then you know it'll probably happen. But it is very large. I didn't know how big it was when I bought it. No, I'm lying. I knew how big it was numerically. Did I get out a measuring tape to see how it would fit in the space? I did not, and that was my fault. And those are the consequences we live with. For example, in the new house that we're getting, it is too big to fit over the mantle. Reasonably. I mean, it would theoretically fit, but you wouldn't see any of the like chimney or anything behind it. So we're actually going to have to purchase a smaller TV to go over the mantle because I'm just ridiculous and didn't actually measure anything. But part of the fun. All right, I'm assuming people are going to vote Palm of Power.
I don't think I've gone this far.
Don't think I've gone this far. That means that this is the farthest that I've ever actually made it. Chariots. You stink. And you hurt a lot. Lots of traps. Trappity trap, 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 trap. You stink and hurt a lot as well. Call. Really close to death. That's why I've got that Death Defiance. Need one more. Ow. Those guys are jerks. Whew. That Palm of Power took a lot of power. I'm at 2 health, but I do have that 1 Death Defiance left. Heaven's Vengeance. You go to 268. High voltage lightning bolt affects deal damage in a larger area. Let's do lightning this time. Thunder. Na 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 na. Thunder. All right. Stopping. Prince of Midas or Price of Midas. Gain money. Nope. Don't care. Oh, I have to pay. I would have to pay health for it anyways. Definitely not happening. No thanks. Gain a random item offered from the Well of Charon or the traps. You know what? Random item. Why not?
What do I get?
What did I get? Tell me. Can't see. Not showing me what I have. Maybe if I... Maybe there's going to be a button that I can... This? Nope. This? Nope, that's the Codex. This? Nope. I don't know. I don't know how to tell you. It's that. That's what we got. That's the random item. I don't know what it does. Didn't tell me. But we have it. Woo! I mean, it said random item. I had to do it. Gonna make the executive decision. We're going for health because if we don't get a little bit more health, we're definitely not making it much farther. But this is the longest run that I've actually had in this game so far. I'm quite proud of myself this year.
Fountain chamber in this area.
And it's one where I didn't even have to fight anybody. Yes. Boom. Max life up a little bit. 300 max life. That'd be great if I was actually there. But I can get a little bit of health back here. Ooh, 181. A lot of bit of health. What's this little tidbit of information?
Within the delicately hewn constructions of Elysium exist places of peace so utterly serene and absolute as mortal kind is seldom to experience during the average short and often painful coil.
Interesting.
Is this really as good as it gets for mortal kind?
I mean, it looks pretty lush as far as as good as it gets. You know, aside from the chariots and monsters trying to kill you, it seems quite pleasant. You know, I'd go strolling through here at least. Better than the underworld with the river Styx and all that stuff. The scenery seems to be much more inviting. Yeah, very green, right? Very green. And I'm not even a Spartan fan, but I mean, I can appreciate the green. Shopping or health, shopping or health. We've got actually a good amount of money. So who wants to go shopping? Anybody? 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 Maybe? Let's go to the mall today. Destroy all this fine pottery. Bah, ha, ha, ha. Oh, wait. I forgot this isn't The Legend of Zelda. I can't help. Old habits die hard, okay? I'm just saying. See these beautifully handcrafted vases and pottery, and I just twitch, and I feel this urge to completely destroy them all and steal their contents, even if there's no actual contents. Ah, Karen, you gonna talk to me this time? You got a thought bubble. No? Too good for me? Fine. Sure.
No need to thank me, mate.
Oh, wow. This is like... This next thing up here is like super nectar. Super booze. Alright, alright. We have some darkness. We have Poseidon and we have health. I'm gonna go ahead and say that we don't really need Poseidon. I love some darkness. Like he has friends, but he can't afford it. No. He can afford it. If you look closely, you can't see it because he's not talking right now, but this little like chain around him is literally just gold pieces that he has strung together and gaudily thrown over his shoulders. So he is just rubbing it in everybody's faces how much money he has. No shame. So he could afford the friends if he really wanted to.
I can use this. She'll keep me going.
Okay. Up to 600. Wow, we've gotten a lot of darkness from this. I'm really pleased with that. And we're getting closer to 1,000, which will give us that third Death Defiance, which again, right now would be coming really handy because that means we would have 2 Death Defiances left. Right now we have uno Death Defiances left. Ooh, there's a little blurb over here. But it says,
the magnificently ominous facade of the Great Elysian Stadium looms tall above the rabble-rousing prince, as if to goad him into such a competition which he cannot hope to win.
Okay, that sounds really promising, especially because of the fact that they said something about a Coliseum here, or stadium, and I feel like this is going to be another mini-boss that I only have 1 Death Defiance for. Oh, thank you, Braxton. I'm really glad to hear you say that. I've really been practicing because it's actually comfortable for me to speak down at this level, but for some reason my like general speaking voice is a tiny bit higher when I'm like at work or something. I did get this beautiful speaking voice from my mother. That is correct. Goodness knows I didn't get it from my father. Although Hades in this game, my father, he has a wonderful voice. All right. We are going to proceed into the stadium. I don't know if we're proceeding out of the stadium when we're done. But there's only one way to find out. And it isn't by staying out here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's our pink Minotaur friend. Asterius. Oh, good. Good, because he obliterated me. This specific character obliterated me the last time I faced him, and now I have the distinct honor of facing the only foe that's ever actually beaten him, allegedly. But still, I'm feeling real confident about this one.
Hold, fiend. You'll walk
Theseus.
not one more step toward the light of day, so long as I am here.
The hero of Athens, are you gonna try to kill me? But Athena's trying to help me, so why would you be trying to kill me? That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Theseus, no way. You two are legends. I'd be honored if we had a sporting contest here.
A naked attempt to sway me from my convictions. Defend yourself, you blackguard, and may the gods show you some mercy, for I shall not.
Again, Athena's got my back. I have a boon from Athena. Why is the hero of Athens picking a fight with me? Did she not convey the message that I'm trying to do something good here? I'm not doing the typical Hades blah 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 blah, only serving the underworld thing. Feel like there was some miscommunication here. Now, once again, someone's trying to kill me. Oh, cool. So there's the Minotaur and Theseus. That's great. I'm really glad that I get to face both of these lovely individuals. Because one of them wasn't hard enough the first time. They have a lot of health. I do not. Stabby, stabby. I think the Minotaur is my biggest threat right now. So, because I feel like Theseus, even though he's talking a big game, is mostly just doing some ranged attacks and stuff, which I have the opportunity to do something about if I can just take out the Minotaur first. So there's a chance. You're telling me there's a chance. Come on, Minnie. All right, Minnie's down. Come on, Cooper. Let's do this. Theseus, looking at you. Tina's gonna be pissed at you when she finds out that you're not actually trying to help me. She's trying to help me. Theseus. More like Theseus. No, Death Defied. Wow, he's got a heck of a shot. Why is he asking Artemis for help? Ow. I thought he's the hero of Athens. Why is Artemis helping him? That was a lucky call that I got in there. Oh my goodness. Need to get more hits in if I'm going to make another call. This is just an area sweep. Oh my goodness. Yes! I am victorious! Ah, you owe me $5. $5 on the Minotaur, and Mini went down. Woo! That's what we call a pro gamer move right there. Oft called the greatest king of Athens, the hero of Theseus is nonetheless best known, or the hero of Theseus is nonetheless best known for his deeds earlier in life, deeds great enough to earn his immortal soul a place of high honor in hallowed Elysia. Still a jerk. Look at, I get super booze.
Oh, I can't seem to open it.
Can't seem to open it. Bounty claimed. Ambrosia. Not just nectar, but ambrosia. So learn more here. Born of chaos, the underworld is a domain of pure and utter darkness. Sometimes this dark essence becomes manifest through all the raging of the dead and all the strife that can unfold beneath you. And there are those born in this realm who can absorb that essence, gaining oneness with the underworld, growing stronger all the while. Alrighty then. Wow. I will legitimately say I did not think that I was going to survive that. So, little pat on my back there. Go me. It just shows that anybody is capable of improvement. You know? Anybody. Machine learning is a thing. A little bit of health. Guess there's no reason for me to keep my lucky tooth at the moment. Next blessing will be from Athena. I don't really have any of these. You deal 10% damage striking undamaged foes. I can't go back and use that one again, unfortunately. For this round. The next boon you'll find Zeus. Next boon you'll find will be from Ares. Haven't seen anything from him in a while. Artemis. Your attack, special, and cast each deal 50% damage when not empowered by a boon. The final encounter in each underworld region takes 0 damage the first 3 times a foe hits you. You know what? Let's just do Black Shawl. We'll just do extra damage. I have a feeling it's not gonna last too much longer. Although I do have 204 health. So I did not expect to get this far, but here we are. I was expecting this to be a little bit shorter a stream. Normally I die sooner than this, but I'm just trying to roll with it. We'll probably have to call it a night pretty soon, though. Debating maybe I'll just save. Can I save partway through? Save partway through a run? No, because it would give up the attempt. Gosh darn it. Okay. That's one of the negatives. Can't really pause partway through a run. I guess I could just leave it up, but Chimera Jerky, your special gets damage gain +1 cast. You can't figure out bits. I bought them, but I can't figure out how to use them. I wonder if I have to. I mean, I have this link to my PayPal, so there should be a way to do it. I owe you $5. A Lannister always pays his debts. Although you don't even know really what that it's about, but I don't really know that I want to spend money on it. Okay.
I can do this. I can do this.
How far does this underworld go up? Goodness. Just the fact that people have made it through, because I think you have to get through 10 times from beginning to end in order to truly find out all the possible endings, and it's just really impressive that people have gotten way past that before. Cheer one. I think you have to do exclamation point. Like exclamation point cheer, I think is what I've seen. I don't know if I have to have like a bot set up to do it. No, exclamation point first. So exclamation point, then cheer. Maybe. We can play with it. We can play. I'm sure there's probably some setting or something that I haven't turned on in order to get it to work. I'll figure it out. Just ignore this. Fair enough. Okay. Let me know what you find out. And it might be something that it's a setting that I need to change on my end. Okay, Styx. Despite the infamy of the river Styx, among surface dwellings, still breathing mortals, the river is not found on any map. Mortals agree it is the best to discover where the river Styx originates only when brought there. Fair enough. I can agree with that. We're in sort of a steampunky sort of world, so we're like kind of maybe in the boiler room of the actual Earth above us.
These urns have coin in them.
Some of the urns have coins in them. I tried checking all the other ones, and then they're like, no, this isn't Legend of Zelda.
Oh no, not this.
No, you are not going to make me fight Cerberus. I refuse. I will stand here and let it kill me.
Stands vigilant before the underworld's entryway. The tales of what happens to those foolish enough to attempt to pass are far too graphic to describe.
I have pet this dog so many times, it better show mercy to me.
So it's really come to this, boy. After everything we've been through. Well then, this is how it has to be.
That's not
There's
cool.
nothing left to say, except for on your guard.
That's not cool, Hades. There's a low blow.
No, but seriously, boy. I know why you're here. There has to be a way to make you look the other way. What if I
Okay.
help you with the Satyr problem? Would you let me go? Please. I have to find Persephone. my mother. You know what this means to me.
Listen to reason, please. I don't want to fight you.
Moment's hesitation and deliberation. The voracious hound of hell barks once, affirmatively toward the prince, who sets off in search of something that can sate the monster's appetites.
Okay. Whew. Okay, it's on my end in the chat next to the emoticons. It looks like there should be a bits button. Well, whenever you get it sorted, I owe you some bits. Also, nice puppies. Chat settings. So you get to look at this sheep for a second here. Followers only, slow mode, reviews and raids, review on ban requests, manage moderation settings, switch to non-mod settings, clear chat. If you Googleify it for me, Ben, and tell me how do you do it on Streamlabs OBS, I could do it fairly quickly, probably. But for now, I'll just have to wait. This link shows the pics. Is it for Streamlabs? Oh no, that's on your end. No, yeah, I need to know how to do it with Streamlabs, which is what the program I'm using to do all this. All right, so I need to find some food for the dog, but then I don't have to kill it. Whew, crisis averted. Wow. Apparently, if I had 1,200 gold, I could just go straight ahead and buy some Titan's blood. Charon, why have you been holding this out on me all this time? I don't have enough money for any of this. Oh, I have enough money for some health. Yes.
Business.
More than nothing. What's this anvil do? Goodness. Oh, so it's like 2 Daedalus's hammers. Okay. Okay. All I got is 350. Charon's still not talking to me. Fine. Maybe I didn't want to talk to you either, Charon. Oh, wow. Get a lot to decide from. Holy cow. Okay. Poseidon, Hermes, Tom of Power, Zeus, or money? What do you guys think? While you're deliberating, I'm going to have some of this delicious dark chocolate and peppermint. The one on the right looks like it has a quest for me. Cerberus's head? I mean, they all kind of have a quest for me, because if I don't find it something to eat, I have to try to kill it. The exclamation point. Oh no, that's just money. That's just a symbol for the coins. You talking about that right there? Yeah, that's just the coins. That's just the minted coins. It's not actually an exclamation point. It's kind of like a devil horns thing. Little head underneath it. We have 1 vote for money. Oh, good. I get to ban someone. It's actually my second one. I'm trying to remember how to ban him, though. There we go. I can do the. I can add a friend or whisper. How do I ban? Ban. The ban hammer comes down. Is that a ban? Ban. Banity ban. A ban, banity ban. Okay. Money it is.
Maybe it's in here.
Whoa. That did not look pleasant. Wretched thug. The dead in Tartarus are here, in general, because they did not deserve a noble death. They were knaves, scoundrels, cutthroats, the worst that mortals have to offer. Even now, reduced merely to shades, they are compelled by evil thoughts, take to brandishing about crude weapons washed down by the first stick. Extra money over here. Going off over there, Benjamin. I guess money this way. You do. All right, this is kind of an interesting style that they have for this. What are these? Cure. What am I supposed to cure?
Not poisoned at the moment, thanks.
I'm not poisoned at the moment, thanks. Oh, good. New mechanic. Learning for the first time. We can be poisoned. Good to know. I don't remember getting a lot of money. Am I just doing this? Am I going to get a bunch of money at the end of this? Like, this certainly does not seem like an adequate amount of funds for the amount of people that I'm fighting in here at the moment. That can't be what was updated. We just read that one. Oh, there's a scroll button. I don't think I have time to go through all of these right now, but maybe I'll make a stream another time about me just reading all the tidbits about every one of those in case anybody's interested in that sort of thing. Wow, rodents of inordinate size. Don't tell Princess Bride. Where does it show me which the most recent? I don't know. I'll look into that. Still waiting on that money, apparently. Rodents. That's really, I'm just on pest control down here. Is that what's going on? I thought I was supposed to be signing something for Cerberus to eat, and instead I'm on pest control. Now, I do agree this little pot that throws mines is definitely pest worthy.
Must be the last of them.
Run away! Run away! That's a lot of rats. We need a Pied Piper down here or something, because this is kind of ridiculous. Run away! Whew. Finally got some money. Heron's Obol. The underworld is best known as the domain of death, but is also the domain of countless wealth and riches, sent into the river Styx along with it. Here, the purpose of such coin is mostly symbolic. There are those who value it in a manner more traditional, especially the boatmen. Heron. I got a good amount of money from that. Gotta go run through, we'll figure out the bits later. I had fun. Thank you for joining, Benjamin. And I really didn't think I'd last this long. But I apparently am, so currently what we're doing. Anybody else who's still here? I hope you're having a good time. I don't know if Morgan, you're still around or not, but
Moment's rest.
Moment's rest. So I keep going back here until I find something. So do I need to like acquire enough gold going through these multiple times in order to get the Titan's blood or something? I don't. I wonder if I progress saved less than a minute ago. I'm gonna Google this quick. I'm gonna Google if it saves partway through a run. It doesn't sound like it does, but I also don't want to give up the progress that I've made. And it's a very popular question to ask, so let's see. The game auto-saves after each encounter, as long as you aren't in a fight. Oh my goodness. Okay. So this stream has gone on long enough. For now. A lot longer than I intended it to. But I really appreciate you guys coming and checking it out. Hope you had a good time. I hope it was entertaining. Thanks for the follows, for the people who were kind enough to give those. Really appreciate that because it helps with the algorithm, with making my channel more visible. The more follows that I get, it is more willing to throw it up there on the Twitch main page for anybody looking for things that are new. And that can help me achieve a little bit more notoriety and whatnot. So, again, thank you so much for being here. Hope you enjoyed the chaos. Hope you found your first trip into the Aether to be enjoyable. If you have any thoughts on any games that you'd like to see me play in the future specifically, you can kind of send me a whisper. I know it isn't quite like YouTube where you can just leave a comment on the video. But feel free to do those because I'd love to hear them. Yes, Neopets, I know. Once we get the cheers and tips figured out and everything, we'll maybe be able to add that too. So, it wouldn't be, Neopets wouldn't be able to be tonight because they have to go and get the login information transferred over, and I mean maybe this weekend, and I'll make sure to send you a text message first. Then maybe that'll be my key to fame through Twitch, getting my Neopets stream going. Who knows? I mean, I'm debating at some point getting just like a booster box of magic cards and opening those on stream with like a second camera so we can like watch to see what we get, just because who doesn't love opening booster packs? And that way people can live vicariously through the mild gambling addiction of opening them. But only time will tell. For now, thanks again. Have a good night. Everybody stay safe. And we'll see you maybe another time sometime this weekend. I don't know. All depends how the puppy is. But for now, night.